Hey guys, it's your boy Rux. Hey look, it's me on the screen. There's a reason for that. So this is gonna be my first video to a series I'm gonna call What You Can Do With or in Edison. It's gonna be one of those. And today we have what? Oh, it's Ice Mountain. What's that? Huh? Oh, you want to be in a video? Oh, that's amazing. Oh, he wants to be in the video. So we're going to record him and I'll show you what you can do with him, if you know what I mean. So let's, by the way, I have a bit of a cold. So what we're going to do is change it to input when you open up Edison. And then just hit good old record. Let me put that there. All right, so I'm going to shut the fuck up. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to grab a water bottle and open up Edison and do this. Wow. So we're just going to cut this out. And then put that there. So you got So let's render that out. Or bounce that out. So you're probably thinking like, why did I just record that? Because there's some fun things that you can do. And the reason why I want to show you this is because it's not that I want you to record dumb shit. I mean, you can. It's sound design, right? But I want you to take from what I'm going to show you and utilize it in your overall sound design. So, like, you make a sick bass and you just, like, do weird shit to it. Just take what you can get out of this and then apply it to what you do, if that makes sense. Because that's how you fucking trial and error. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, fam. So you're like, hey, Daddy Rux, what do? Well, you right click after you highlight everything with Control A. You right click and you get all this beautiful stuff here. Now, the things that I enjoy playing with, and I'm pretty sure I already mentioned that in a video before, is the time stretch, pitch shift, and then I also just got into the drum loop stretch, which, let's open that up first. So, it doesn't look like this when you start it up, but I always have blur, and random presence set. You can also change this to like stretch, pogo, none or echo grains. I had pogo. So if you remember what the original sound sounded like, now, Christ on a cross, we have this. Doesn't sound much different. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. But first, let's do blur. Now, I have very little blur, and the offset is turned off. So now listen. Let's turn up the offset a little bit. Ooh, let's turn that amount up. All right, so let's do that, right? So, kind of turns everything down. Cool. So what I'm going to do now is, where's the reverse? So I'm going to reverse it. Just because I can. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to select a random chunk. So let's do that. Now, tools, let's do this. So now this is going to pitch down like 7 semitones. Let me put that back to There. Auto slice, insert tails. I don't quite remember what that does, but we'll get to that in a minute. So let's do this. So that echo grains it. Now let's do it this one. See what this one does. It's interesting because it changes the sound up a lot. So then you're given this little section here, which there's like little bits of samples here that you can just take out and use. So let's take all of it now. And now we're just going to go to the time stretch, and I'm just going to pitch it down a little bit. By the way, every time I pitch something down in here, I use the format preservation. I usually bring it over to the left, which kind of raises the throat, if you will. So it's kind of like if you lower the pitch of something, you start to lose that high-end quality. If you raise the format of it, it kind of pushes it back while still maintaining the pitch shift, if that makes any sense. So do that. Now I'm going to blur it again. And then I'm going to reverse it. So now I'm going to take this chunk and let's do the drum loop stretch again. So this time I'm going to change the time stretch multiplier. It's really weird, the weird effects that you can get out of this. So we went from ASMR. So we went from that to this. So now imagine if you were to like throw that into Harmor, or if you were to record some bass stuff and kind of, gate it maybe, or make some type of rhythmic pattern, and then you bounced it out, threw it into Edison, and did some of the things that we did here. It gives you a little bit more, I don't want to say creative freedom, but it does, but it's in a very destructive kind of way. I don't know. I think it's fun, but for shits and giggles really quick, because I'm curious. Now, I've done this once before, but I haven't thrown it into Harmor yet, but let's do it because I'm curious. It's probably not going to sound as cool, just because it's, a lot of like high-end weird malarkey, but let's see. Let's see what that sounds like. My keyboard's not working, which is very strange, but excuse me. So we could change the. So I mean, it's not like there's lots of things you can still do if you put it into Harmor. you know, maybe do that. So it's a little fun thing to do in here. I mean, there's other tools to mess with in here, but I personally really enjoy just doing that and seeing what you can get. I mean, you could do it with drum loops and get more like little drum hits and extra shit. I don't know. But I do know that if you vape a lot, that it doesn't help you make music or do anything. In fact, it just means that you vape. So that's the end of this video. Remember to like and subscribe and comment. Share the video on your mom's Facebook profile. Maybe your grandma, but mostly your mom. And make sure you watch other videos of mine and tell your friends and get on the Discord channel. That's some fun stuff. And am I missing something else? Because I'm pretty sure that I am. Oh, yeah. Watch this next video on the episode of the Filthy Frank Ballsy iDubbbz TV show. Peace out, bitches.